And I'm back with another Front Row Talk podcast, the podcast with expensive opinions. Before I even start, make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, you share this video. Make sure you check the description down below that has the links to my TikTok, where I post clips of each and every single podcast episode, and my Instagram, where I'm basically mostly at. Um, Before I get started into this video, make sure you tune into last video, where I talked about the NBA, where I talked about the NFL. It was basically more sports related. And make sure you tune into the videos before that, where I also was talking about some sports, um, and talking about Twitter. I was talking about a bunch of things, but just make sure you tune into each and every video. As you can see, this is episode 58. This is the podcast with expensive opinions, and let's get straight into it. Going into this video, I want to keep this one nice and short, just because I don't want what I'm gonna talk about to go over your heads. Even though I feel like there's a lot of people who aren't informed on this, but this is something I felt like talking about because it's something that I don't know. I feel like it doesn't really get that much attention, especially like in the school system. I feel like it's something that is not taught enough. At least like middle school, high school, kinda. I only feel like you really only learn this if you're like pursuing a career or something that has to do with it. But I'm gonna talk about personal finance. I feel like this topic is important because it's something that everybody has or everybody plans to have. Just have some type of you just want to be organized with your income, your money, and what you do with it. To get started, I want to talk about the 5 basics of personal finance, which are income, saving, spending, investing, and protection. Um, all of these play part into personal finance and everything that has to do with it. There's a bunch of rules out there, like the 70-20-10 rule. It's like a bunch of rules. The 50-30-20 rule, which is you divide your income into 3 categories, as in spending 50% on needs, 30% on wants, and then 20% on savings. Just to keep track and spend your money wisely, because you don't want to spend your money on anything or just like splurge it. Of course, there's people who make different income from others, and there's people who deal or split their money in different ways because, like I said, there's more people who make money than others. So some people are able to afford to do certain things. But I feel like no matter how much money you make, no matter how much little money you make, you still want to have some type of organization to it, so you could be able to just be organized to you don't want to limit yourself, and you never want to look back and just think like, damn, I should have never done this or I should have never done that. Because it is people who, how can I say it? It's people who regret, spending their money on a lot of things, and no matter how much money you make, I still feel like it's people who think that they shouldn't have spent it on something. And me personally, I don't care about spending money on food. That's probably like the only thing, just because I like to eat good. But other than that, like, I always try to like be wise with what I spend my money on, cause um I don't know. I just feel like you never want to get to a point where like you're just buying anything and not really giving it, not really using whatever it is, or not, or just buying something just to say you have it. I mean, I don't know. I feel like everybody's differently, but that's one of the rules. Is a bunch of other rules. Is rules that pertain to like rules like for taxes, um, credit cards, like you know. So there's a bunch of rules out there. Make sure you go search up each and every rule. I feel like it's probably a rule for anything, like any category, as in like, because when it comes to finance, when it comes to money, I feel like we could go into different avenues. But I'm probably keeping it general and I'm keeping it basic. Also, you want to pay your taxes. And the reason why I'm saying about paying taxes with personal finance is because that's very important. I mean, you don't want the IRS or anybody knocking at your front door. Um, so make sure you pay your taxes. Make sure you do what you have to do. Cause that's important. You want to file in how much money you make yearly. You don't want to there's a lot of people who probably don't, and then that's just them. But you if you don't want to have to like pay any consequences or do just have to go through something just because of the money that you're working for. You know what I'm trying to say? And like I said, I mean, there's a lot of people who make different types of money. So some people probably try to go like hide it or whatever the case may be. But me personally, make sure you. All I have to say is make sure you pay your taxes. Make sure you do that, cause like I said, you don't want no problem with the government, with the state, whatever the case may be. And last but not least, set financial goals. And what I mean by that is, you wanna, for example, if you get paid this week or next week or however you get paid, you wanna be able to break it down, kind of sort of like the rule that I sent. But you always wanna, if your target goal is to save an amount of money, by the ending of the month or whatever, make sure you stay disciplined to that. Of course, is you probably may have the urge to, want to buy something, to spend something, and it's different for everybody. I mean, I would say like money is meant to spend. I'm not saying don't spend your money, but if you know that there's a bigger picture to whatever you're trying to, whether it's you might want to buy a house, or you might want to get your first car, or you want to, whatever the case may be, you want to be able to be disciplined and set a goal with that. Um, and I feel like that all plays part into also with the credit card, because then if you got good credit, I feel like it all ties into each other. It's a topic that I could definitely be like go more into depth with it, and I'm not no instructor or nothing when it comes to this, but I feel like I know the basics. And it's something that, like I said, I feel like it should be talked about more, because as we get older, it's something that plays part into our lives more each and every day. But yeah, make sure you stay strict to whatever that is, whether it's saving $1,000, 2,000, um, and then spending 200, 300, whatever the case may be. So yeah, just be on time with the payments that you need to make. Probably try not to be late with payments. I know that a lot of things come up, as in like last minute things, and you probably wasn't planning to spend your money on something, and then you had to. But because we never know what could come up, and we always, there's always an emergency that comes up. But just try to always have something you could fall back on, so you could be ready for those moments. Um, and yeah, I advise everybody to, just try to learn more and more from this, because it'll play a big part in all of our lives, especially how the world is going now, that everything is going up, like everything, food, clothes, everything. And I feel like who knows where we would be like 3, 4, 5 years from now, with money, like, so just get educated on that. Stay disciplined. Of course, enjoy your money. If you work hard for it, do what you want to do, but just always make sure to set goals and be strict with that. I mean, that's all I can really say. I don't really want to repeat myself over and over. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, you share this video. Make sure you check the description down below, where I have the links to my TikTok and Instagram. Like this video, make sure you subscribe. And yeah, your boy ssalcita is out.